Welcome back to our conversation with the one and only Ann Nesby. An incredible body of work that includes 8 solo albums, right?
Yes.
But there's also a new documentary. Tell me about Cerillo.
Absolutely. Cerillo McWeen. We're nominated for an NAACP documentary.
Congratulations.
Award. Thank you so much. And Cerillo McWeen is one of our hidden figures, Black people that have contributed so much to us and being Black History Month. Cerillo McWeen was the first Black person of color to sell $1 million worth of insurance with New York Life. He was one of the contributors to Dr. Martin Luther King and Reverend Jesse Jackson during the Civil Rights era.
Right, because you needed successful businessmen with resources who could
finances.
help. Yeah.
One of the first African American men or men of color to earn the Golden Arches.
Wow.
Owning McDonald's
Right.
3 times over, getting the arches.
Important
So Cerillo was very important in the treaties, the talks, Panama Canal treaties. The president of Panama Canal had him to participate in the talks for the Panama Canal.
And you were part
we
of...
knew no history of him nowhere,
Right.
a champion runner as well.
Which is why this was important for you to narrate this documentary, right?
I narrated and had an opportunity to write with the director, Justin Cooper, who had been one of our young people that we mentored, and he'd been there with us and had a dream to do short documentary and movies, and this was our first collaboration, executive producing this.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And to get the nomination as well,
Yes.
that's special and such important work.
Yes,
the other bit of important work that we need to get to, my dear, is Anniversary. I love what you did with the title there. Tell us about the music and Anniversary, because I've listened, and this sounds like a love song to a man that you have known and loved for a long time. This is not a puppy love music. This is you gonna still love me when my wig is off and I have no makeup look.
Women of a certain age are still in love. We're still doing it. And we want to know if you're going to still love me when the eyelashes and the wigs come off and the makeup. Listen, Anniversary is a project that talks to love and relationship, getting to Anniversary. This is the 30th year of my solo career. So that was also a connect. And then the play on the words.
Of course.
R.L. Huggard, who's a part of the Platinum Award winning group Next, was one of my mentors. He was one of my young students in the community of Minneapolis that I mentored as a vocal coach.
Why was it important to work with younger artists from different generations of music? How did that influence you?
It's always a blessing for me to be able to work with young artists to get their perspective on how they feel like my music connects with them and how they can give me a young vibe, staying connected. I had an opportunity to pick the brain of Lou Rawls to ask him what was the value of longevity for him. And he said something that we always hear: if it's not broke, don't fix it. Sing what you sang to garner fans, but keep it fresh. The music may change, but whatever you did to get those fans, keep it coming,
keep doing
and
that.
add on to what you have. So working with RL was a blessing. It was like the 10 lepers in the Bible where one came back and said, Auntie, I want to be on this project. And he said, I got another one. Every time we would do something else, mine ain't got to worry. Mine ain't got to worry. My man, and how much you love that man and what you will do for that man in love. So Anniversary, I felt like it was a connect to have your connection of love and relationship in the home. It leads out into the community, and that's giving us a stronger world to have relationships strengthened.
And there's the fine fellow you are singing about and singing to in
my husband, Mr. Timothy Lee. Absolutely,
it's beautiful. And you're a singer and a songwriter, we should point out, and an actress. You have not stopped working. I mean, this has been just constant. Every
Yes.
decade you have
Yes.
been working. And you've also written for Patti LaBelle, Gladys Knight,
Absolutely.
and others.
I had an opportunity to write for Patti LaBelle, being a staff writer with Fight Time, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, for Patti LaBelle, her first gold record, Right Kind of Lover, Miss
Oh,
Gladys,
yes.
Miss Gladys Knight, Home Alone, and also songs that I've written for Sounds of Blackness, I'm Going All the Way, and other songs there in the group, vocal arrangement for Sting, and other artists outside of the genre of gospel music and secular music.
Your voice has an impact in every genre of music, and I could not
Thank
have you
you.
here without giving you your flowers.
Thank you so
Because your
much.
music has meant so much to so many. I
Thank you.
wanted to make sure that you have some flowers to
Thank you.
remember
Oh,
the
thank
life that you give us with your voice is empowering.
Thank you, Portia.
You have gotten us through some tough days with Optimistic, and I believe, and you're getting some folks through some
Thank
good
you.
love
Thank you.
with Anniversary. So I thank
I
you.
want you to know that you sharing that with me is always a blessing, because when people come up to artists and say that your music has blessed us, it lets the artist know that the gift that God has given us is being shared in the right way. If it's encouraging.
You're a
and
good
uplifting.
steward of your gifts, sis. And you're about to
you.
find out right after the break when we get a song from Anniversary. Don't want to miss it. We'll be right back.